Hey everybody, in celebration of the 15th anniversary of the remastered releases of all the Beatles albums and Past Masters Volume 1 and 2, which was released on September 9th, 2009, 15 years ago, I'm going to be doing an overview of all 13 albums and Past Masters Volume 1 and 2 that were remastered on September 9th, 2009. They were all released individually and also in a big box, that which I do not have. I got them all separately over the years. But anyways, let's get started. I'm going to go with the albums in release order and Past Masters last. So we have Please Please Me here. This album was originally released in March of 1963 in their first ever album. You can pause and read the song list. And here's the disc, if I can get it out. And I got this one back in March 2018 from Amazon. Next up we have here is the second album with the Beatles, which was released in November of 1963. And this was their second album, released before they made their debut in America on Ed Sullivan. And there's this, and I got this one for my 15th birthday in 2018. And then we have A Hard Day's Night. This was released in July 1964, a month before their movie of the same name released. And I got this one back in April 2018 as well, after my 15th birthday. Now we have Beatles for Sale. This one was released in December of 1964, and this album was kind of the mixed bag album because it was kind of rushed because of the height of Beatlemania and their touring. I got some for Christmas 2017 for my aunt and uncle. Here's the disc. Now we have the last one, which was released in stereo. That is Help. This one was released in August of 1965. It was also the soundtrack to their second movie. And there's this. I got this one back in March 2018. Now we get into all the ones where the quality was getting better and better with each album. Rubber Soul, I got this one back in August 2021 because I had the US version, but not the 2009 version, which has subtracted on the US version of the album. This was released in December of 1965. And here's the disc. Next that we have here is Revolver. This one was released in August of 1966. And this and the White Album were the only, this the White Album and Let It Be were the only albums to be released. Only will have one album in a year. There's the disc. And I got this one for Christmas 2017 for my parents. Next up we have here is my favorite Beatles album, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I originally got this one for Christmas 2015, but I lost this way. I found this at a little retro store in the town next to mine last year on my 20th birthday to get one to have the whole set. But I do have the 2017 50th anniversary release. But this is the best album of all time in my opinion as well. And there's the disc. Next up we have here is, then this was also released in June 1967. I forget which month this released, when Magical Mystery Tour was the second album in 1967. It was in like fall 1967. It was also the soundtrack to their TV movie, which is not that good. They also have a lot of their singles that were not on an album. And there's the disc. This one looks a little different than the other ones. Now we have the White Album. This was originally released in November 1968. And it was a double album. I don't have the slipcover because it was beat up. But I got this one back in January 2018, and I got the Magical Mystery Tour for Christmas 2017. And there's this one. and disc 2. Now we have, next up we have here is Yellow Submarine. This was released in spring or summer 1969. And this is the soundtrack to their animated movie, which is the first half is songs, but 2 of them were on previous albums, and the second half is George Martin's score for the movie. I also have this, A Hard Day's Day in Hell, on DVD as well, and there's the disc. I have this one back in April 2018 as well. Now we have Abbey Road. This was released on September 25th, 1969. September 26th, 1969, excuse me. And this will be celebrating its 55th anniversary next month. I got this one here for my 14th birthday in 2017 from my dad. He actually found it at Walmart. There's the disc. Now we have the last studio album before we get to the singles compilation, which is Let It Be. I got this one here back in January 2018 as well. And here's the disc. Now lastly is the singles compilation of Past Masters Volumes 1 and 2, which is a compilation of all their singles that were not on any of the albums. Here's this one, and here is disc 2. So yeah, I mean, that pretty much wraps up this video. I'm pre-recording this. This will be releasing on September 9th, which is the 15th anniversary of these all being remastered and released. So yeah, that's it for this video. See you later.